So as we have already discussed about the general, in general about the staircase. So you know the classification of staircase, you know the difference between residential and commercial. So let us see in detail that. So generally in case of staircase, for residential we have different dimensions, and for public buildings or commercial we have different. So the main thing, or the first thing we will see here is the width of the staircase. So the width of the staircase for residential building is generally taken as 1 meter, and for public building it is taken as 2 meters. Okay, so these are just the guidelines which you should remember as far as your exams are concerned. Then what do you mean by a flight? So flight is the length of the staircase situated between two landings. So this is the definition of a flight. And then you know tread and riser. Okay, so what is tread and what is riser? I hope these things you already know, so I'm just asking you tread and riser. So I have given, yes.
Horizontal component is known as thread and riser is the vertical component.
Okay, actually I'm not able to hear you properly. Can you come again?
Vertical component is right and the
Yes. Am I audible, students? Hello.
yes sir.
Okay. I think you're not able to see the screen, right?
No sir.
Wait, wait. Yes, I hope now it is visible. So basically the riser is the vertical portion and the tread is the horizontal portion. So the dimensions for that is, for residential it is different, and for public building it is different. So you know what is flight? Flight is nothing but the length between, the length of the staircase situated between two landings. So that is nothing but your flight. And then again, these are some of the guidelines. Generally, tread plus twice the riser should be 500 mm, and tread into riser it should be between this range, 40,000 to 42,000 mm. Okay, and then let us see the dimensions of the tread. So tread for residential building it should be between 200 to 250 mm, and for public building it can be between 200 to 300 mm. Okay, so basically for public buildings the dimensions are more. And let us see the riser. For riser the dimensions should be between 150 to 180 mm for residential building, and for public buildings it should be between 120 to 150 mm. Okay, so these are nothing but the guidelines for the dimensions of the components of the staircase. Now let us see the classification of staircase. So we know these are the various types of staircase. First one is straight stair, and then you have quarter turn stair, and then you have half turn stair. It is also called as open well stair, and then you have dog leg stair, and then open well with quarter space landing, then geometrical stairs such as circular, spiral, etc. So these are the various types of the staircase or the classification of staircase. So as far as your syllabus is concerned, we are going to deal with dogleg staircase and open well staircase, since we have discussed in the first lecture. So these two staircase are expected in the syllabus. So we will see the design of dogleg staircase and open well staircase. So let us just see in the diagrammatic representation of these various staircase. Okay, so I've just included this for your reference. You can find this in BC Punmya. Okay, so in BC Punmya, you can refer this on page number 233. So these are the various types of staircase. So this here you can see straight stairs without any landing. This is called as straight stair, and this is straight stair with landing. And then you have quarter turn staircase, this, and then half turn staircase, or you can also say it as open well staircase. And then you have dog leg staircase. So this is the most common type of the staircase which we see. So dogleg staircase is the typical one or the most common type. And then you can also see this open well staircase with with a flight here also. So this is the difference, open well and open new well. So here you have this complete landing, but here you also have a flight between these two landings. So we will come across these two staircase in our subject. This is dog legged and open well. So we will design these two types of staircase. Is this clear, everyone? I hope with this picture, the classification is clear to everyone. Now let us see the general principles for the design of staircase. So what is the loading to be considered for the design of staircase? That is the first thing which should come to your mind. So the live load as per the IS code, IS 875, there are three parts of IS 875, 1, 2 and 3. So in that the various types of loadings are mentioned. So here live load generally we consider 3 kilonewton per meter square for residential and public buildings where there is no overcrowding. Okay, so make a note of this. Where there is no overcrowding, we can take the live load as 3 kilonewton per meter square. And where there is overcrowding, you will have to take 5 kilonewton per meter square. So this is the general guideline for the live load of the staircase. So if the live load data is not mentioned in the question, then you will have to take these values. If it is mentioned, then there is no problem. Just take the value and solve. Is this clear? Next, we will have to see the effective span of the staircase. So this is very important. What should be the span to be considered for the design purpose? So for that we have certain criterias that we will see. So basically when we talk about the span, okay, so it is divided into two types: stair slab spanning horizontally and stair slab spanning longitudinally. Can anyone tell me what do you understand by this? Is anyone has any idea about this? Spanning horizontally and spanning longitudinally means? Yes, doesn't matter if you're wrong. Okay, whatever
No,
comes to your mind you
no
can
idea,
say.
sir.
No idea. Okay, so now let us see what is the meaning of this. Stair slab spanning horizontally and stair slab spanning longitudinally. So this is the first type, stair slab spanning horizontally. Spanning means the placement of the steel, the main steel. That is called as the spanning. So when the main steel is placed horizontally, then we say that the stair slab is spanning horizontally. And when the main steel is placed vertically along the length of the staircase, then we say that the stair slab is spanning longitudinally. Is this clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here you can see the section of a staircase. So this is a support or a wall, and this is the main steel. Okay, so this is the main steel I have shown here. अगर मेन स्टील का प्लेसमेंट ऐसा है हॉरिजॉन्टली, देन वी से दैट कि स्टेयर का जो स्लैब है वो हॉरिजॉन्टली स्पैन हो रहा है. इज दिस क्लियर? एंड
Yes, sir.
yes. So in this case, the L effective will be this, from the center of this support to the center of this beam. And this dot is nothing but the distribution steel. So in this, the slab is supported on each side by side walls or beams on one side and beam on the other side. So basically इसका support condition ऐसा रहेगा. Then main reinforcement is provided in the direction and distribution is provided parallel to the flight. So distribution is provided parallel to the flight. Okay, so you have to understand these terms. Parallel to the flight means along the length of the flight. Okay, so now let us see what is given in the IS code. Okay, so whatever we are doing is everything is given in the IS code. So if you go to the IS code, clause number 33 will give you the information about the staircase. Okay, so clause 33 will give you the information about the staircase. So what the IS code is saying, let us see. So the IS code is saying about the effective span. what should we consider the effective span whenever we are designing the staircase. So the effective span of the stairs without the stringer beams shall be taken as the following horizontal distances. ठीक है, तो ये जो क्राइटेरिया है ये सिर्फ इफेक्टिव स्पैन कंसिडर करने के लिए three criteria are given in the IS code. So let us see what are those criteria. So the first criteria, it says where supported at the top and the bottom risers by beams spanning parallel with the risers, the distance center to center of the beams. Okay, anyone understood anything from this?
इससे नहीं दिख रहा है इसको।
सर आईएस कोड ही नहीं दी।
You are not able to see the IS code.
नो सर।
No, sir.
What can you see on the screen now?
सर वही
Stair lab spacing
Wait,
horizontally.
Okay, now अभी दिख रहा है?
नहीं sir.
नो सर नो।
Okay, wait. Now ठीक है अभी?
हाँ दिखा।
Yes sir. Yes.
ठीक है, so here you can see clause number 33 में तुमको staircase के बारे में दिया है. So let us see what is given in the staircase. So the effective span of the stairs without the stringer beams shall be taken as the following horizontal distances. ठीक है, so three criterias है, three conditions है. Let us see what are those conditions. First is where supported at top and bottom risers by the beams spanning parallel with the risers, the distance center to center of the beams. Did you understand anything? ठीक है, तो इसका मतलब क्या है? We are trying to find out what? We are trying to find out the effective span. ठीक है, तो effective span क्या कंसिडर करना है? ठीक है, पहले ये प्लान देख लो. ठीक है, so this is the plan of a dog leg staircase. ठीक है, so this is up, this is two flights. So now this portion is called as the going. ठीक है, इसको बोलते हैं गोइंग क्योंकि वहाँ पे पूरा फ्लाइट है अपना, तो जितना पोर्शन फ्लाइट का है सो दैट इज कॉल्ड एज गोइंग. ठीक है, सो इफेक्टिव स्पैन हम लोग ऐसे में कंसिडर करेंगे, इधर से कितना कंसिडर करना है दैट वी आर डिसाइडिंग. अंडरस्टूड एवरीवन? ठीक है, सो द फर्स्ट कंडीशन इज सेइंग वेयर सपोर्टेड एट द टॉप एंड द बॉटम राइजर्स बाय बीम्स. ठीक है, अगर टॉप राइजर और बॉटम राइजर सपोर्टेड बाय बीम है तो in that case the L effective will be center to center distance of the beams. So basically they are trying to say this. समझ में आया अभी? Yes, am I audible?
Yes.
ठीक है, so don't worry, I will show you in the figure, तो तभी तुमको समझ में आएगा. ठीक है, so now can you see my notes on the screen? Yes or
No
no?
sir.
Oh, okay. You can see only the IS code.
Yes sir.
Okay, don't worry. So what I'll do first, we will see all the three conditions और वही three conditions I will explain you with the help of the figure. ठीक है? So now let us see the second condition. So what is the second condition saying? Where spanning onto the edge of a landing slab which spans parallel with the risers. See figure 17. ठीक है? Figure 17 देखते हैं. So they are talking about this. ठीक है? अगर ऐसा condition है, so L effective क्या लेना है? So in that case, we're spanning on the edge of a landing slab which spans parallel with the risers, a distance equal to the going of the stairs plus at each end either half the width of the landing or 1 meter whichever is smaller. ठीक है, हाफ द विड्थ ऑफ द लैंडिंग और 1 मीटर, ये जो है लैंडिंग इसका हाफ एक्स कंसिडर किया है, तो हाफ द विड्थ ऑफ द लैंडिंग और 1 मीटर विच एवर इज लेस वो कंसिडर करेंगे। समझ में आया? तो फॉर इसमें देखो इतने सारे परम्यूटेशन एंड कॉम्बिनेशन है। तो व्हेन x इज लेस देन 1, y इज लेस देन 1, ठीक है, तो लेस देन 1 है तो कंसिडर करेंगे x और y, ठीक है, विच एवर इज लेस। सेकेंड में क्या है, x इज लेस देन 1, y इज ग्रेटर देन 1, तो 1 ही कंसिडर करेंगे। अगर 1 से ज़्यादा है तो 1 कंसिडर करेंगे, 1 से कम है तो जितना है उतना कंसिडर करेंगे। अंडरस्टूड? सो थर्ड कंडीशन क्या है, दो एक x इज ग्रेटर देन 1, y इज लेस देन 1, तो g प्लस वाई प्लस 1। और फाइनल कंडीशन क्या है, दोनों अगर ग्रेटर देन 1 है तो 1 से ज़्यादा तो नहीं लेंगे, तो g प्लस 1 प्लस 1। इज दिस क्लियर? येस और नो?
Yes, sir.
ओके, ठीक है, सो सेकेंड कंडीशन इज डन। नाउ लेट अस सी द थर्ड कंडीशन। सो थर्ड कंडीशन व्हाट दे आर सेइंग, व्हेन वेयर द लैंडिंग स्लैब स्पैन्स इन द सेम डायरेक्शन एज द स्टैर्स, they shall be considered as acting together to form a single slab, and the span determined as the distance center to center of the supporting beams or walls, the going being measured horizontally. Okay, so this criteria I will show you in the figure. So let me show you the figure. Okay, so first condition and second and third we have seen. Okay, second condition, the same thing I've written here, but I've shown you in the IS code so that you understand. You should know where it is mentioned in the IS code. ठीक है, सेम कंडीशन तीनों मैंने इधर लिखा है और ये भी सेम चीज़ है। सो नाउ लेट अस सी व्हाट द कंडीशन इज सेइंग। ठीक है, सो ये है फर्स्ट कंडीशन। ठीक है, फर्स्ट कंडीशन में क्या था, लेट अस सी, ए सेंटर टू सेंटर ऑफ द बीम where top and bottom beams are unsupported by the beams which spans parallel to the risers। ठीक है, सेंटर टू सेंटर ऑफ द बीम है, तो ये कंडीशन है। ठीक है, अगर मेरा बीम है इधर, ठीक है, स्टार्टिंग में और एंड में, तो एल इफेक्टिव में क्या कंसीडर करूंगा, सेंटर ऑफ दिस बीम टू द सेंटर ऑफ दिस बीम। ठीक है, एल इफेक्टिव, ये देखो इसका सेक्शन है ये। ठीक है, ये बीम है, इतना सा पोर्शन जो है ये लैंडिंग है, देन ये राइजर ट्रेड, अगेन दिस इज द लैंडिंग एंड अगेन दिस इज द बीम। आई होप द सेक्शन इज क्लियर टू एवरीवन। नाउ यू अंडरस्टैंड एल इफेक्टिव कितना लेना है। अगर सपोर्टिंग बीम है ऐसा केस, सो सिंपल है, सेंटर टू सेंटर ऑफ द सपोर्ट लेना है, नथिंग डिफिकल्ट। ठीक है, और सेकेंड कंडीशन, ठीक है, जी प्लस एक्स प्लस वाई, वो वाला कंडीशन तो समझ में आ गया। ठीक है, वही मैंने इधर मेंशन किया है। तो इसका स्पैनिंग देखो अभी। ठीक है, स्पैनिंग इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, यू शुड अंडरस्टैंड स्पैनिंग मतलब क्या होता है। तो ये केस में ये जो मैंने इधर ये सिंबल इधर मेंशन किया है, व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ दिस, एनीवन? आई थिंक दिस आई हैव टोल्ड यू इन टीआरसीएस आल्सो कि इसका मीनिंग क्या होता है।
Reinforcement.
Single way, reinforced. Reinforcement in direction.
हाँ हाँ, करेक्ट, री का डायरेक्शन। तो यहाँ पे जो ये री है ऐसा प्लेस है, ठीक है, आई होप यू कैन सी माई कर्सर, और यहाँ पे जो री है उसका प्लेसमेंट ऐसा है, और ये जो री है इसका हॉरिजॉन्टल प्लेसमेंट है। अंडरस्टूड? तो अभी मुझे बताओ कि पहला कौन सा री प्लेस होगा और उसके बाद कौन सा होगा। एनीवन?
So पहले लैंडिंग का, फिर बाद में स्टेयर्स का।
परफेक्ट, एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट। ठीक है, तो इसमें इतना ध्यान रखो, सपोर्ट जहाँ पे है तो पहला स्टील वहीं पे प्लेस करना पड़ेगा। ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे लेफ्ट और राइट में सपोर्ट है अपने पास। ठीक है, तो फर्स्ट लैंडिंग वाला स्टील प्लेस होगा, और उसके बाद ये जो वर्टिकल है ये इसके ऊपर रेस्ट होगा। आर यू गेटिंग एवरीवन? पहले लैंडिंग वाला स्टील प्लेस होगा हॉरिजॉन्टली, बीम पे रेस्ट हो जाएगा, और फिर ये जो फ्लाइट का स्टील है ये इसके ऊपर रेस्ट होगा। सो दिस इज द मीनिंग ऑफ दैट डायग्राम। इज दिस क्लियर एवरीवन?
Yes, sir.
ओके, नाउ लेट अस सी द थर्ड कंडीशन। ठीक है, थर्ड कंडीशन क्या है, सपोज यू हैव अ बीम हियर, ठीक है, यहाँ पे बीम है तुम्हारे पास और यहाँ पे एंड में भी बीम है, और फर्स्ट राइजर जो है वहां पर भी बीम है और लास्ट राइजर है वहां पर भी बीम है, ठीक है, दिस यू कैन सी इन द सेक्शन, राइट, ये बीम है, फिर इतना लैंडिंग है, फिर अगेन देयर इज अ बीम हियर at the starting of the riser or at the end of the riser इधर भी beam है. So in this case what you will consider the L effective. L effective is always the shorter span, you must have seen in slab also, ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे जो सपोर्ट किधर मिल रहा है, इधर इधर, तो जो लीस्ट L effective है वो कंसिडर करेंगे, इधर से इधर कंसिडर नहीं करेंगे L effective. That is what I am trying to show. So in the third condition L effective will be from this beam to this beam. Is this clear everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we have seen the various criteria to consider the effective span of the slab, ठीक है, if you understand this then you should understand everything, ठीक है, तो यही इसमें क्लॉज जो था उसको समझना with the diagram was important, ठीक है, otherwise the other things are simple. So we have seen the spanning also. Now let us see the distribution of loading. The next important thing which you should know is the distribution of the loading. So distribution of loading कैसे होगा, ठीक है, so this I have shown you open well staircase. So in case of the stairs with open wells, load on the common area is taken as half the load acting on the flight, ठीक है, I'll read once again. In case of the stairs with open wells, the loads on the common area is taken as half of the load on the flight. ये flight है और common area क्या है ये, तो common area में half of the flight का load consider करेंगे.
अच्छा, कॉमन एरिया मतलब लैंडिंग.
Exactly, landing. ठीक है, सो दिस यू शुड टेक केयर वाइल डिजाइनिंग द ओपन वेल स्टेयरकेस. तो लोडिंग ऐसा कंसिडर करना है. अभी ये वाले पोर्शन के लिए देखो, यहाँ पे अगर तुमने W लिया तो इधर W/2 लेना पड़ेगा. ये तो जो कैलकुलेट करके मिलेगा वो W रहेगा, और लैंडिंग पे वापस कैलकुलेट नहीं करना है, सीधा हाफ कंसिडर करना है. इज दैट क्लियर? यस और नो?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now finally let us see how to find out the load on the staircase. ठीक है, this is very important कि load कैसे find out करना है staircase पे. ठीक है, so what are the various types of load which are acting on the staircase? तो एक तो है dead weight of the waist slab and dead weight of the steps. ठीक है, live load तो we already know. Live load कितना consider करना है anyone?
3 to 5 kilometer.
Exactly, 3 to 5. Perfect. ठीक है, so now let us see dead weight में क्या क्या consider करना है. तो two types है dead weight of the waist slab. Waist slab मतलब क्या? Can you see the diagram here? ठीक है, जो thickness of the staircase है उसको बोलते हैं waist slab, यहाँ से लेकर यहाँ तक. ठीक है, it does not include the steps. ठीक है, understood everyone? What is waist slab? Is nothing but this pure slab without the steps. ठीक है, और what is the next thing? The dead weight of the steps. ठीक है, these are the two things which you will consider to find out the total dead weight. Now let us see how to find out this dead load. ठीक है, I have shown you with the help of the diagram. So this is the riser, this is the tread, this is known as the waist slab. ठीक है, and this distance parallel to the waist slab is, let us say this is B and this is the thickness. Thickness को मैंने W consider किया है. So dead load per meter square of the horizontal span. Total dead load कैसे निकलेगा? Dead load of the waist slab, dead load of the step plus floor finish. ठीक है, ये तीनों का summation तुमको मिलेगा total dead load on the staircase. So let us see how to find out the waist slab. तो dead load of the waist slab कैसे find out करेंगे? W into B into density per tread. ठीक है, तो ये कैसे आया? See here, so this is nothing but the area W into B. ठीक है, तो इसका अपने को पर ट्रेड लोड निकालना है, तो इसके लिए डिवाइड बाय ट्रेड किया है. अंडरस्टूड एवरीवन? सो डेड लोड ऑफ द वेस्ट स्लैब कैसे हम लोग निकाल रहे? पर ट्रेड निकाल रहे. तो इसके लिए ये जो इतना सा जो शेडेड पोर्शन है उसका एरिया निकाला है W इंटू बी. ठीक है, W क्या है? थिकनेस है, और ये B क्या है? ये तुम्हारा ये वाला डिस्टेंस है, इंक्लाइन डिस्टेंस. तो ये इंक्लाइन डिस्टेंस कैसे मिलेगा? बाय दिस रिलेशन. ये B कैसे मिलेगा? R और T अपने को पता है, तो B is nothing but the hypotenuse, तो अंडर रूट R square plus T square. Is this clear everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so dead load of the waist slab मिल गया. Next is dead load of the step. ठीक है, dead load of the step कैसे निकालेंगे? हाफ इंटू बेस इंटू हाइट, हाफ इंटू R इंटू T इंटू इसका डेंसिटी 24 विल कंसिडर. ठीक है, ये प्लेन है, रीइंफोर्स नहीं है. ये जो वेस्ट स्लैब है ये रीइंफोर्स का 25 we consider, ये plane है तो 24 we will consider, and again dead load of the step भी हम लोग per tread निकालेंगे, so that is why divide by T. So dead load of the waste slab and dead load of the step, and उसके साथ floor finish ऐड करेंगे तो total dead load per meter square we will get. Okay, Shorab ji, what is your doubt? So the total dead load on the staircase is dead load of the waste slab रहेगा और dead load of the steps रहेगा. ठीक है, तो waste slab का dead load कैसे find out करेंगे? ये जो hatch portion मैंने किया है उसका weight निकाल रहा हूँ मैं. ठीक है, so this hatch portion के लिए मुझे multiply करना पड़ेगा W into B, okay, with the density or per tread I am trying to find out, so hence I have divided by the tread. So this, with the help of this I will get the dead load of the waste slab. Next, dead load of the step के लिए half into R into T, it's a triangle, half into R into T into density, again per tread I'm trying to find out, so divide by T. So this will give you the dead load of the waste slab and the dead load of the step, and then add floor finish which will be given in the question. Then you will get the total dead load on the staircase, and the live load, if it is not mentioned, you can assume based on the condition 3 or 5. So that was all about the theory part of the staircase. So now with the help of this knowledge you can easily solve any numerical. Okay, so in this, is anyone having any doubt? They can ask me right now because we don't have much time left. So in the next lecture, we will start with the numericals. Okay. So first you try to understand this. Okay, just go through this once. It's very, I have put it in a way so that you understand with the help of the figures. So if you understand this, then numericals will be easy for you to understand. Is this clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so I think abhi to numerical we cannot start. Only 4 minutes are remaining. So tomorrow I think we have lecture. So tomorrow we'll start with the numericals and we'll try to finish the dogleg staircase. Okay, so remember in this, the most important thing is, okay, so now you understood the technical part, whatever, how to find out the loads, how to find out the effective span of the staircase. Okay, before that, what is more important is the planning of the staircase. Okay, so the data which is given to you, on the basis of that data you will have to decide everything. Okay, everything will not be given in the question, only the floor to floor height will be given in the question. So on the basis of that floor to floor height you will have to decide the mid landing. So generally the mid landing will be at the center of the floor. Okay, half distance पे. So on the basis of that you will have to decide the number of risers and number of treads. ठीक है, so इसमें क्या होता है कि प्लानिंग में ज़्यादा टाइम जाता है एज कम्पेयर टू सॉल्विंग द न्यूमेरिकल. So your planning should be good. ठीक है, so you will have to take care of that. On the basis of the data you have to select your own riser. जैसा तुमको dimensions चाहिए वो dimensions लेके you will have to design. Is this clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that we will see in the next lecture. ठीक है, if in this lecture if you have any doubt you can ask me, otherwise I think we can end the session.